on, everybody? This is This Drunk FX. Make sure to check out Rhetorical Entertainment. Please do not skip the commercials if you can. 15 seconds or more puts money in YouTuber's pocket. We deliberately show some of the commercials to let you guys know we never skip that. But this guy is really entertaining. He's actually a smaller new channel. It's been around for a little bit, but if you guys like to kind of see what we're going through right here, he just gives amazing just commentary and things that are just going on in today's society. He is personally my favorite radio station, and I think you guys too would like it. Just give him a listen. We're not going to watch the full thing, but we'll definitely, listen to a good chunk of it, all right? If you guys are definitely interested, original will be obviously in the description below, and you can go full screen right away. 3, 2, 1, go.
Topics. They're not news related just because it's kind of been a slow news week, and everything that's
going
goes
over
on
everything,
you can find
man.
a lot
Just
better
listen to his
commentary
voice.
on
It's just
elsewhere. I'm going to continue on
to.
entertainment kind of like I did last week while I was on vacation, just because I want to do something a little bit of fun, because there's so much going on in the world, and I think it's okay to have some fun and have some good conversations that are really more entertainment based. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk a little bit about Harry Potter and how the movies were done wrong. Now, the first issue that I have with the Harry Potter films is that the acting was relatively okay, but I think it was not directed as well as it could have been. The actors all seem to have a lot of talent. They've done some very good stuff outside of the Harry Potter films. I'm talking specifically about the main stars. But the way they were directed in that movie felt very forced, very overacting to an extent, and I think that comes down really to directing. Another issue that I have with the way Harry Potter was done is simply the fact that they strayed so much from the source material. Now, I know that J.K. Rowling gave her permission for all of the changes that they made in the story, but there were a lot of things that they seemed to gloss over, and the movies almost seem like a relatively inaccurate illustration of the book. The perfect example of that is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I had friends who had never read any of the books, and they had watched those movies, and when the fourth one came out, they watched that movie and really didn't understand what was going on. You really had to read the book to understand the full story, and a large part of that comes down to really an issue with the movies as a format in general. What I think really needs to be done to really fix the Harry Potter entertainment fandom, as it were, is to take the Harry Potter stories and have Netflix do them as a TV series.
Ooh.
And the way I think they should lay that out is run the TV series like they do, similar to some of the other books that have been turned into TV shows, and maybe even make it so that one episode is one chapter. Now, that means you're going to have episodes of different length, but it also means that you're going to be able to have a show that sticks very, very close to the source material. And I really think that would be the way to fix the Harry Potter films. I'm not saying that any of the performers were horrible or that they were really bad films. They're a lot of fun. My wife and I watch them every Christmas time, and I really enjoy watching them with my wife.
Sure you watch Christmas
and I'm
Story
going to enjoy showing them to my daughter, but I think to really stick close to the source material, because I enjoyed the books even more than I enjoyed the movies, they should remake it as a TV series and do it that way. And I even think that Gary Oldman, the guy who played Sirius Black, should play Albus Dumbledore. The hard part will be replacing Alan Rickman as Severus Snape, because he really did embody that character very, very well. Another thing I want to talk about in entertainment that's being done wrong is reality TV shows, specifically the competitions like Food Network Star or shows like Face Off or The Next Iron Chef. Now, the way these series work right now is you go in and you have a certain number of contestants, and over the course of the show, at the end of every episode, they eliminate one or two contestants for performing very badly. Now, there is a problem there because you could have someone who is consistently in the top 2 or 3 make some very serious mistakes in a single episode and then get eliminated. And likewise, you could have someone who skates by in the bottom 2 or 3 who just doesn't do quite badly enough to get eliminated and skate all the way into the final and potentially win the show. I think that's not really a good way to run those shows because it doesn't really give you the opportunity to showcase the talents as the different competitions go by, because each episode is a different competition and a different challenge. There was one episode of Face Off in particular, or one series, where there was a girl who did very, very well. In fact, she was the best person in that season, and she was constantly winning or in the top 2 or 3. I don't think there was any that she was below the top 3 for the entire season up until the episode where she got eliminated. Now, fortunately, they decided in that season to bring back people to give them a redemption. I don't remember if it was people who had been eliminated from that season or if it was just face-off contestants who had been eliminated before. But that girl ended up being in that episode, and she won that challenge and ended up going on to get back in the competition and win the competition altogether. And that really highlights what is wrong with this particular format. She was a very talented makeup artist, the best one I had seen in any season before or since. Now, I haven't seen all of them, but she was definitely the best one. And
so there you guys have it right there. For those of you that have not subscribed to him, your chance to do it's going to be right here. I'm just letting you guys know right now, man. This guy, just listening to him, he's very educated. He's very intelligent with a neutral perspective of everything he brings forward to you. Please, guys, go and subscribe to him. I've been supporting him for quite a while. And here's some playlists over here. I'm going to go ahead and throw his podcast playlist down. This ain't about me right now. It's about him. And I really want you guys, please go support him. Even leave a comment saying Nish from Drunk FX sent you, because maybe then, that'd be great. So anyways, I'm out of here. This is Nish from Drunk FX. I'm out.